Hey there, spirit warriors. Welcome back to this sacred space where the light of your soul shines brighter every time you show up. Today I have a message that's not just for anyone but for the chosen ones. Those of you who've been walking a path less traveled, who've been tested and tried, who know deep down that the universe has been aligning something monumental for you. So here's the deal. Tonight, yes, tonight, matters more than the last 10 years combined. Pause for a moment and let that sink in. Why tonight? Because sometimes the universe doesn't just move in days, weeks, or months. It moves in moments. Moments when everything you've learned, endured, and prayed for bursts into new life. Moments that are a spiritual breakthrough, a soul awakening, a divine reset. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like the whole world was waiting for you to step into your true power? Like every struggle you faced was a prelude to something epic that you just couldn't see yet? That's exactly what tonight is about. Tonight is your spiritual tipping point. A true story about a young woman named Amara. For 10 long years she felt lost, like she was carrying a heavy burden alone. Every night she'd pray, asking God, when will my breakthrough come? When will I shine? One evening, after a decade of waiting, something shifted. It wasn't fireworks or a loud sign. It was a quiet, powerful knowing deep in her heart. That night, everything changed. She woke up with a clarity that carried her forward, a spiritual fire that could not be dimmed. That's the power of tonight, chosen one. It's a spiritual moment, a sacred crossroads where your past pain meets your future purpose. As the great poet Rumi once said, the wound is the place where the light enters you. Tonight is your light moment, the moment where your wounds, your history, your everything converge to birth a new you. So, spirit warriors, if you're ready to awaken fully, if you're ready to embrace your destiny and walk your path with godly grace and strength, then I invite you to watch this video till the very end. Because what I'm about to share will not only inspire you, but equip you to rise higher than ever before. Stick with me, stay awake, because tonight, everything changes. Point 1. Tonight is a divine appointment. Own it. Spirit warriors, listen closely. Tonight is no accident. It's a divine appointment, a cosmic intersection meticulously orchestrated by the Creator himself. Think about how many times you've waited for the right time to act, to change, or to step into your power. How many precious moments have slipped away because you thought the stars hadn't aligned? The truth is that right time isn't a distant horizon, it's right here, right now. This very night, your soul's GPS is recalculating, guiding you toward a destination brimming with purpose, power, and transformation. When you understand that every moment is divinely appointed, waiting becomes a powerful act of faith rather than frustration. The universe doesn't operate on your timeline, but on a perfect rhythm far beyond human comprehension. Like the ancient indigenous peoples who read the stars and trusted the cycles of the moon. Your spirit is attuned to a grand design. Your challenge is to show up fully, open-armed and open-hearted to meet it. Treat this night as sacred because when you do, you shift your energy. Science backs this up. Research on mindfulness and intentionality reveals that when people approach life's moments with deep presence and openness, they are more likely to notice opportunities, make inspired decisions, and experience breakthroughs. You're inviting miracles not through wishful thinking, but by aligning your mindset and spirit with divine timing. This sacred mindset unlocks the flow of synchronicities, those seemingly chance encounters and moments of clarity that propel you forward. Remember, spirit warrior, miracles are not just grand events. They can be subtle shifts, a new idea, a timely conversation, a sudden clarity. When you embrace this divine appointment, you don't just wait for life to happen. You become a co-creator with the universe, actively participating in your journey toward greatness. So own this truth tonight. Step boldly into your sacred space with the confidence that you are exactly where you need to be. By honoring this moment, you open the door for your highest self to emerge and for the universe to bless you abundantly. This is your night, your divine appointment. Rise and meet it. Point 2, release the weight of the past, 10 years. You've carried a lot, disappointments, heartbreaks, failed attempts, all these heavy burdens etched deep into your spirit. It's like hauling around a backpack filled with stones that grow heavier with every regret and resentment. But tonight, something powerful awaits you, your spiritual clean slate. This isn't just a cliche or a simple move-on mantra. It's a profound invitation to heal and transform from within. Think about it. Our minds and hearts tend to replay mistakes and pain as if they're permanent fixtures in our story. But forgiveness isn't about erasing those chapters. It's about releasing their grip on you. When you forgive yourself for past mistakes, you're not condoning the errors, but choosing to stop punishing yourself over them. Scientific studies in psychology show that self-forgiveness significantly reduces stress, lowers anxiety, and even boosts physical health. It's literally a form of self-care that rewires your brain towards compassion instead of guilt. Forgiving those who hurt you is another monumental act. It's often misunderstood as weakness or surrender, but in reality, it's the ultimate strength. Holding on to anger keeps your energy tethered to past pain, like an anchor dragging you down. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or excusing bad behavior. It means freeing yourself from the toxic cycle of resentment. Neuroscience tells us that forgiveness activates parts of the brain associated with empathy and emotional regulation, helping you reclaim peace. But here's the most important piece. Sometimes the harshest limitations come from within. We place invisible walls around our potential, doubting ourselves and fearing failure. Tonight, Spirit Warriors, forgive those self-imposed boundaries. Release the "I'm not enough" and "I can't" thoughts that chain your spirit. True freedom begins when you recognize those limits as illusions. Remember, even God rested after creation. This divine pause wasn't laziness, it was sacred restoration. So it's perfectly okay and necessary to rest and reset. Let tonight be the moment you lighten your load so your spirit can soar higher than ever before. You're not just shedding the past, you're stepping into a new realm of spiritual freedom where your soul dances unburdened, radiant, and ready to embrace the limitless possibilities ahead. Point 3, trust the spiritual process. Faith over fear. Fear is a cunning trickster. It doesn't knock politely, it barges in loud and chaotic, especially when you're standing right at the edge of something extraordinary, right when the breakthrough is inches from your grasp. Fear wraps itself around your mind like smoke, whispering lies. You're not ready, you're not enough, this isn't real. But Earth Angel, you must understand, this is not coincidence. It's spiritual resistance. Fear senses the vibration of change, and like a parasite, it feeds on your hesitation. But that's when your secret weapon must come alive. Faith. Faith is not blind optimism, it's a spiritual intelligence, a higher knowing that even when your physical eyes can't see the road ahead, your soul can still walk forward. And chosen one, you've been walking in the dark for too long to give up now. The reason it's so hard lately? Because you're getting closer to the light. Fear only attacks when destiny is near. Like a runner collapsing just feet before the finish line, the pain intensifies before the prize. The universe works in rhythms, and one of its most sacred patterns is this. The darkest hour truly does come before dawn. Not because the darkness is winning, but because your spirit is shedding the final layers of limitation. Science even supports this paradox. Brain studies show that when humans are about to make big life changes, the amygdala, the part of the brain that processes fear, lights up like fireworks. Why? Because your mind is conditioned to protect you from the unknown. But spiritually, the unknown is your destiny's birthplace. The most transformative moments in human evolution have come after the darkest nights. Revolutions, awakenings, even personal triumphs. Faith is not just an emotion, it's a discipline. It's your spiritual sword, so trust it all. Trust that the pain had purpose, that the prayers weren't wasted, that the silence was sacred preparation, your tears were the rain before your spiritual harvest. Every breakdown, just divine data points guiding you to a cosmic breakthrough. When fear shows up, don't shrink, expand, smile and say, I must be getting close, because chosen one, you are close, and when the dawn breaks, it won't just light the sky, it will light up your soul. Keep walking. Your faith is moving mountains even when you can't see them yet. Point 4, align your energy with your higher self. Spirit Warriors, what energy are you carrying tonight? Seriously, pause and ask yourself, are you holding on to anger that clings like smoke in your chest, swirling with every breath? Maybe doubt is sitting heavy on your shoulders, whispering lies like you're not ready or you're not enough. Perhaps bitterness has wrapped itself around your heart, making it hard to trust, to love, to even hope. But here's the divine truth. Energy is everything. It's not just some feel-good quote from a vision board. It's quantum physics, it's ancient wisdom, and it's spiritual law all rolled into one. You're not just a body walking through life. You are a vibrating field of energy, constantly attracting or repelling experiences based on your internal state. Your energy is magnetic, yes, literally. The heart's electromagnetic field is 60 times greater in amplitude than the brain's, and it radiates several feet beyond your physical body. That means the emotions you nurture, whether joy or jealousy, gratitude or grief, aren't private. They ripple out into the world like radio waves, broadcasting your frequency to the universe, and what you emit, you invite. So if you're wondering why peace feels far or success seems stalled, ask yourself, what station am I tuned to? Take a moment now, right here, right now, breathe deeply. Not that shallow autopilot breath, but a full soul-cleansing inhale that fills your belly and calms your nervous system. As you exhale, imagine releasing all that no longer serves you: anger, fear, self-judgment, blame. See them dissolve like mist in the morning light. Now invite your higher self, the one connected to God's wisdom, grace, and limitless love, to take the wheel. When you vibrate at your highest frequency, miracles don't become rare, they become inevitable. Doors open where there were once walls. You find yourself in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people. This is alignment. This is spiritual magnetism. The world begins to mirror your light because you're no longer dimming it. You stop chasing and start attracting. So tonight, Spirit Warrior, don't just carry your energy, consecrate it. Choose to align with peace, with love, with godly grace, because when your spirit sings in tune with the divine, the universe has no choice but to dance to your rhythm. Point 5. Speak your truth loudly and proudly. Tonight is your moment to be unapologetically you, raw, radiant, and real. The kind of moment where the stars seem to lean in just a little closer, waiting to hear your voice. Not the filtered, edited version of you that's been shaped by fear or people-pleasing, but the divine, fierce, untamed truth that's been burning in your spirit since before you were born. This is not just poetic encouragement. It's a spiritual calling backed by centuries of wisdom. Across ancient civilizations and sacred texts, there's always been a pattern. The ones who dared to speak up, even trembling, were the ones who shifted paradigms. They were laughed at, ostracized, exiled, but eventually they became the blueprint for the generations that followed. Chosen ones are not chosen because they're perfect. They're chosen because they carry sacred burdens, visions too large to contain and truths too sharp to ignore. Think of Harriet Tubman, who followed divine dreams to lead hundreds to freedom, or Joan of Arc, a teenage girl who spoke what she saw in her spirit and ignited a revolution. Or even Galileo, who dared to say the earth moved, even when the church threatened to silence him. These weren't comfortable truths, but they were necessary ones, just like yours. So tonight, speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, even if your knees tremble, even if your past whispers that you're not enough, because you are. In fact, your voice has a vibrational frequency that has the power to change not just your life, but the energy of the spaces you occupy. In the science of cymatics, sound literally shapes matter. Your words can rewire someone's hope, realign someone's purpose, or restore someone's faith. That's how powerful you are. That's how divine your voice is. Being a chosen one means owning your spiritual identity without apology. It means recognizing that your authenticity isn't arrogance. It's alignment. You don't need to shrink to make others comfortable, nor dim your light to avoid attention. The world is not asking for perfection, it's starving for truth, real truth. The kind only you can deliver because only you have walked your path, cried your tears and carried your lessons. So don't hold back tonight. You're not just speaking words, you're prophesying your future, blessing others with your clarity and declaring that your soul has arrived. And when you do, watch how the universe rearranges itself to meet your courage. Point 6, embrace the unknown with courage. Growth rarely visits the comfort zone. It thrives in the raw edges of life where the familiar ends and the wild unknown begins. Think about it. Nothing truly transformative ever happens when we're snuggled up in the safety of routine. Comfort may feel good in the moment, but it's a silent thief of potential. Tonight you may feel that gnawing uncertainty in your chest, like standing at the edge of a vast ocean with no map and no guarantee, but that, Spirit Warrior, is exactly where faith is born, not in clarity, but in courage. Faith is the fire that burns in the dark, the whisper that says go when your knees tremble, It's not the absence of fear, but the bold choice to walk anyway, trusting that every step is cradled in divine orchestration. Throughout history and across cultures, those who stepped into greatness did so by first stepping into the unknown. Abraham left his homeland with nothing but God's promise. Harriet Tubman led countless souls through the Underground Railroad with no GPS, just guts and God. Even modern science backs this spiritual truth. Neuroplasticity shows that our brains literally grow when exposed to new experiences and challenges. So, when you feel stretched, overwhelmed, or uncertain, it's not a sign of failure. It's proof that you're alive and evolving. You, Earth Angel, are part of a sacred lineage, the chosen ones. And no, that doesn't mean life will be easy, quite the opposite. The path of the chosen is rough and often lonely, but it is also divinely protected. You are being forged in the fire, not burned. Each obstacle you face is an initiation, each heartbreak a sacred cracking open. God doesn't waste pain, He repurposes it into wisdom, compassion, and strength. So when you lie awake at night wondering why the journey is so hard, remember, smooth seas don't make skilled sailors. What you're navigating now is not punishment, it's preparation. The spiritual muscle you're building will serve you for a lifetime. The future might be cloaked in mystery, but you're not walking it alone. The Creator of the stars holds your path step by sacred step. Keep moving forward. Your soul didn't come this far to shrink, it came to rise. Point 7. Prepare for the spiritual awakening ahead. Tonight is not just another evening. It is a cosmic invitation, a whisper from the universe beckoning you to awaken to your divine potential. It's the spark that sets the sacred flame within you ablaze. As the stars align and the veil between the physical and spiritual thins, something ancient within you stirs. This isn't random. You're not just feeling emotional or restless, you're being activated. The energy around you tonight carries the frequency of transformation, and it's calling you to rise. Your spirit has been preparing for this. Whether you've been consciously on a spiritual path or simply sensing something different lately, tonight marks a turning point. The moon, the planets, the vibrational shifts in the Earth's electromagnetic field, everything is syncing in perfect harmony to awaken the dormant wisdom within you. That intuition you've been ignoring, that dream you can't shake, that inner pull towards something more meaningful. It's all part of the awakening code that's unlocking in this very moment. This is the perfect night to sit with your soul, meditate to clear the noise, pray not just to speak but to hear. Journal to access your higher self, or just sit in sacred silence, allowing your heart to open like a lotus. These spiritual practices align your energy with the divine message coming through. You don't need to force anything, just be still and present. The universe is broadcasting on a frequency your soul was designed to receive. You are not crazy, you are not lost, you are chosen. And this moment is no accident. Your journey is about to accelerate in ways that defy logic, but align perfectly with your purpose. What's coming next is massive. It will stretch you, elevate you, and position you as a light in the darkness. Stay awake, Earth Angel. You were never meant to sleep through your ascension. Tonight is your launch pad into the extraordinary. Your soul didn't come here to blend in, it came to blaze. Spirit warriors, tonight is not just another night. It's your spiritual rebirth, your divine reset. Remember, tonight matters more than the last 10 years. Your past was preparation, your present is power. Your future is divine destiny. Carry this truth with you. You are chosen, you are powerful, you are unstoppable. So rise, shine, and step boldly into your spiritual awakening. The world is waiting, but more importantly, God is waiting for the full expression of you. Stay awake, stay powerful, and know this. Tonight, everything changes. Everything.